Welcome to the episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about the drama from Love Island USA Season 7. Yes, it's still continuing. It'll probably continue until the reunion. We're also going to talk about Beyond the Villa. We're talking about the Building the Band finale. And we're going to talk a little bit about Perfect Match as we get ready for the show to debut this coming up Friday. As always, I'm joined by my podcast partner, Ashley. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're sad for those of you that typically watch us live on Sunday nights, but this will be airing live Sunday nights. But if you listen on podcast platforms and on YouTube, please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Leave us a 5-star review on all platforms. But yeah, it's been a crazy busy few weeks in the world of reality TV because if you're not watching, or you got from Love Island USA, if there's folks out there watching Big Brother right now, and then there's the challenges started. We have Perfect Match starting on Friday, and there's about 7 or 8 other dang shows going on at one time right now, right?
So many shows going on right now. Like, I kind of wanted to slow down, but then I kind of don't want it to slow down because right now I'm in the period of like waiting for certain shows to come on. Like
Yeah,
Perfect Match, I'm waiting for that.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Love is Blind UK, I'm waiting for that.
you know what I want? I want the Love Island reunion. I need it to happen already so that it
Well,
could
that
just be
too.
done and over with, so that these folks like these lives, these people commenting in these lives, like the keyboard warriors will never cease to amaze me because like there's people like there was people talking straight funky to Clark yesterday in her live, and it's like, what do these people do to deserve you to act that way in a comment section? You know what I mean?
They're taking it too serious. Like these are people at the end of the day. This is their life. So like it's really ridiculous. I was watching Alandria, Clark, and Taylor at it looks like a brand trip. And Alandria was in the pool. We all know Alandria doesn't really know how to swim. We saw the clips from the last the last episode how Nick had to save her. So she was like in a floaty device, and number one, it was like people were going crazy in the comments telling Taylor to get away from her. Number two, they were upset because Taylor was kind of like pushing her around on the floaty, and they're like, where was this energy when she liked you? But I mean, Clark didn't have an issue with it. She's sitting there, like they're all hanging out. Maybe they're friends.
Yeah. And then of course we had the whole Taylor moving Clark's head situation
I
on
know.
TikTok that went super crazy viral, and then how we acted, and can we please stop questioning, whether a man, just because he got excited to chat with his boy Nick, and maybe now we're questioning Taylor's sexuality, and I'm just like, guys, can we just stop? You know what I mean? Please, it's really exhausting. But my favorite thing of the week, talking about Love Island USA, is Ace finally went live. Did he really say anything? No, absolutely not. Was it one of the funniest, craziest, most hilarious 30 minutes of live that I've ever seen? Yes, it was fantastic. The dude was hyped up. He was very appreciative of the love and all the things that have transpired. The one thing that you guys have to understand is Ace is very calculated with his moves. You know what I mean? Like he knew that he wanted to speak on his own terms, and he still can't really speak on his own terms technically because you could hear him say that he'll address a lot of the things soon, and I think a lot of those things that he wants to address is going to be at the reunion. Um, that he did jokingly talk about his height again. He jokingly talked about how he was the ringleader, and he's like, if I'm going to be the ringleader, I'll be the ringleader. You know what I mean? And but the most captivating thing of the entire live was Shelly calling him mid live, and the way he talks about her, the way that he lights up when he saw his phone ring, the way they communicated each other via FaceTime on this, and they dropped a little "I love yous" at the end of it. You know what I mean?
I was
You know,
shocked.
so it's like, I love Ace and I love Shelly, and I'm very happy for these two. I hope this continues down that path for one another.
Yeah, no, I really do like Ace and Shelly together. I wish they were in the finals. Like honestly, they should have won. But yeah, and Ace was smart. He was like, if you want to comment, you got to sub. You got to sub to my page.
Yeah. It
So
it was hilarious because he was like, "You if you wanna comment, perfectly fine. Go right ahead, comment. But also, let me remind you that,
did you see how much it was?
yeah, it was like $6 or whatever a month, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I went to click on it just to see. I had to because I was watching the live, and then, it was a little it was a little overstimulating at times. Because one minute the man would, be just sitting there talking, and the next minute he'd break into a dance and start dancing, and he'd hit
That's
the ace
Ace.
moves, but it was fantastic. Like I said, it wasn't anything crazy. He didn't really address anything. He just said thank you to everybody that's been supporting him. He said thank you to all the haters. You know what I mean? He's like, whether you jumped on the ace train day one or you're on the ace train now, it's cool. But yeah, let's get this reunion. You know what I mean? Let's get this reunion out of the way. I'm tired of talking about,
I know. They can't it's like they can't say too much because then like what's the point of the reunion?
exactly. And that's the frustrating part for all of us is like, or the frustrating part really is just having to continuously watch the drama unfold and there's nothing there. There's no substance at all. So,
Yeah, and that and I don't even like to bring this up, but the whole Huda and Lewis situation. Now she's in London and everybody's going crazy. Like
yeah, and she's out there for what was it? It's
I think
Hood of
she's with
the
I think
makeup,
she,
right?
yeah, she had a it looks like she had a meeting with Gymshark and she had a meeting with Huda Beauty, which that's opportunities for her. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's not all surrounding a man. Like maybe it doesn't have to do with Lewis.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, I mean, get your bag. You know what I
Yeah, of
mean? Whether
course.
you like her or not, she got a daughter she wants to set that future up for. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I will say, like, you know how we were just speaking about Ace having you have to subscribe to him in order to comment. Nick has content on his TikTok where you have to subscribe in order to see the content, and everyone was bashing him. And he commented like, "Hey, I got a vacation I want to go on with Alandria. I got my family, my parents. I want to retire. Like, you can't knock them for, you don't know when this is going to be over.
No. No, no. I mean, and that's why they gotta go out there and get the bag. That's why, you even see somebody like Austin, you know what I mean? I got my thoughts on Austin, but I mean, you see him, he's traveling from here, there, everywhere. It's like, hey, this 5 minutes
Austin,
might last 5 minutes. So take advantage of it when you can, you know what I mean? While the
Austin,
popularity's there.
Jalen,
Mhm.
JD, they were in Iceland. I'm happy to see Jalen traveling.
Mhm.
So even though I heard he lost his passport already,
How did he
he
lose
would.
that?
I don't know. He said he lost it when he came back home from Iceland. So I hope he gets that back because that sucks.
But, all right, not to harp too much on the Love Island nonsense here. Let's go ahead and switch over to, Beyond the Villa. Ashley, that you're tuning in. Give us the latest on Beyond the Villa.
So I will say to this week's episode wasn't as boring as last week's episode. Um I'm still trying to get into the swing of things because it's like I don't know if it's the way it's filmed, but it's like so it's maybe it's like giving like a real world type of effect, the filming. Um but yeah, the big thing this week was Kayla and Aaron having a civilized conversation and now the internet's going crazy and they want Kayla and Aaron back together, but Kayla has a boyfriend now. And I'm pretty sure this was filmed last year maybe. So, I mean, I don't think anything is there, but the internet wants the internet wants.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy to see how people are ready to ship things way after the fact and stuff like that, and people forget that's the downside. Like some of this stuff, being recorded when it's recorded, you know what I mean? Like, and then it comes out a little bit later. I mean, that's like perfect match, right? You know what I mean? Like, Hannah from the Mole is on Perfect Match season 3. She's pregnant and engaged. You know what I mean? Like there's I forget somebody else is in a relationship now. And it's like all these shows filming. I mean, Perfect Match filmed middle of summer last year, so we're looking at over a year since it shipped, since it aired. So, anything else of substance from the episode from Beyond the Villa?
Not really. I think they need to, but I think everyone needs to just calm down. Like they didn't want Aaron and Kaylor together. They wanted them separated, and now they want them back together. And Kaylor's in a whole other relationship. Just let it be.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It might be nice to reminisce on what the possibilities of what it would have been now, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. The ship kind of sailed, in my opinion. All right, moving on to something else that we're both watching, and that is Building the Band. The Building the Band finale was this past week. And if you haven't watched it, obviously, right now we're going to talk a little bit about the spoilers of what went down. So if you didn't, you can skip forward a little bit. We'll be talking about Perfect Match, just giving some thoughts on the upcoming cast of Perfect Match and stuff like that. But Building the Band, we had such a great show. I mean, I one of the big things is I'll be interested to see kind of what they do with the uh, if they come back with another season, who they'll replace Liam Payne with, because there was just a moment with him at the end of the show that just was absolutely positively like heartbreaking. And I loved that they brought this element to the show because it it was such a fun thing to kind of see. You know what I mean? Like the show had its moment, the show had its time. We were able to see all of them have their moments, and then just like Liam have fun with the audiences was just like a nice little chef kiss to end the season. But we had our final four heading into this episode, and we had season four. We had Frequency, Solidified, Midnight Till Morning, and then of course we had what is Sweet Seduction, right? Yeah, Sweet Seduction.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously, when it came down to our final three, I'm just gonna go ahead and Midnight Till Morning and Sweet Seduction obviously were out. So heading into that finale, we had Solidified, Frequency, and Season Four. We're both big Season Four fans, but what were your kind of thoughts on the performance leading up to those final three?
I think they were great. The final 3 was definitely who needed to be there. No, nothing against the other 2 bands, but they had definitely had the stage presence. They definitely, you can tell like they're well put together. So yeah, I was not mad about the bottom 3 at all.
Yeah, me neither, because it was, these three bands, Frequency, Season Four, and Solidified, had actually went out here and were working hard and performing and building a quote unquote band. You know what I mean? Because like I even like the Midnight Till Morning guys. I didn't hate those guys. Harry Styles Light over here was a little bit off-putting sometimes, and then even Sweet Seduction, I think Allison got a little bit more hate than she deserved. I just feel like she's going to break out and be a solo singer on her own. But when it comes down to actually trying to be a band, season four consistently we getting better. Solidified consistently getting better. Frequency just blew my socks off. And obviously, when it comes down to it, you know, we saw Solidified get eliminated, and it was such a hard decision to make because, like, when you're watching it, it's like, who am I supposed to eliminate? You know what I mean? Because we had Frequency sing "Have Mercy" by Chloe, and then Solidified saying, what did they sing? "Bye Bye Bye," which was crazy to even think about. And then season four saying "Human" by Rag and Bone, which if they would have, this is my opinion, if they would have saved "Human" for the finale, I think season 4 potentially wins
For sure. For
because
sure.
that performance was nuts. And
It
I
was
go ahead.
no, it was great. Just every time they sing, I literally get goosebumps. Like season 4, I will they come out with an album?
I see, that's what I'm hoping for. You know what I mean?
I'm
Because
buying it.
then we go to the finale where season 4 they sung "Blinding Light" by The Weeknd, and then Frequency, in my opinion, they did always be my baby, my Mariah Carey. And if you judge it based off of that performance, they deserve to win because season 4 is my favorite of the entire season. They will continue to be my favorite. However, Frequency, if you're talking about the idea of building a band and they literally week in week out would push the envelope with their performance singing wise. Nori out here with a half baked voice out here just singing incredible, singing way better than I would
Mhm.
with if somebody gave me a voice, and then showing that unity and that unison as a band, and then they defined what a band actually was while on the stage with their performances, with the choreography, with the unison of the color coding of their outfits and how they ramped up each and that every stage. It was frequency deserved to win, in my opinion.
For sure. No, I definitely believe that. I was like I said, I wasn't mad with the bottom 3. I wasn't mad with the bottom 2. And it was like either one of those would have been fine for me. I just asked that we get a season for single, album, whatever. I just need something from them.
I agree 100% there because to me, honestly, like I think the top three Frequency, Solidified, and Season 4 should all continuously jump on this train because they're all incredible performances. You know what I mean? Like performers. Like these guys impressed me because when you look at them, I mean, at the end of the day, they don't look like a band that should work. And well, none of them. Well, Frequency is the only one that actually looks like a band that should work.
Yeah.
Obviously, Season 4 doesn't either. But at the end of the day, these guys gave great performances, and I would love to see all three of them continue to put out music together.
Oh yeah, for sure. What is his name's Cameron?
Yes.
I went on his social media and I just went from video to video to video, just listening to him sing. Oh my gosh, his voice is just amazing.
It's incredible. His voice is absolutely
The
positively
range.
yeah, yeah, and I love the soulfulness of Donzel's voice too, you know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
And there's notes that Katie be hitting that I'm just like I mean, they all have
All I know.
incredible voices. It blows my mind. Like,
It does.
it's
It really blows mine too. I'm like, how are they like all tens put
right.
into a group together and it worked?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no egos, there's none of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the interesting element. I mean, we even I don't the one thing that was crazy about the as we headed in towards the finals was, like, there was a little bit Shade was a little bit had a little bit of an ego, you know what I mean? Talking about, "Hey, I don't have a solo on this particular song," and everybody's like, "Hey, man, like, there's gonna be some times where you might not,"
Where
you
you
know?
might not have a solo, yeah. I
Yeah.
I feel like that's always like the main thing within a group. Somebody wants to have a solo.
Yeah. So I don't know, building the band. If you have not watched it, well now you know who won, but it's still worth going back and watching. Keep this thing in the top 10 so we get a season 2 of it. I really feel like we're gonna get a season 2, just
Who do
based
you
on.
think they would bring in as a judge?
I mean, we gotta have a boy band member, right? You know what I mean?
Adam
So
Levine?
no, I don't. No, hell no. Please God no. Nothing against him.
It definitely should be somebody in a band.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you got to replace Liam. Maybe we'll replace Liam with one of the other members of One Direction. You know what I
Yeah, it
mean?
could be. It could be, honestly.
But I thought Nicole, Kelly, AJ was a great host too,
I
man.
loved AJ as a host. He
Oh,
needs to host more shows. He was
mhm.
great. I
Yeah,
don't know if I'm biased because he's always been my favorite from Backstreet Boys, but yeah, definitely he did amazing.
yeah, I thought he was fantastic too. I thought he did a great job with hosting. I thought he did. I was impressed with his hosting ability. Like, cause you never know what you're gonna get. Like, you've never seen him host anything before. You know what I mean? But the level of care that he would give with the performers, and then oh yeah, before we change, what were your thoughts on the whole changing of the name from Solidified to Iconics?
I mean, Iconic sounds kind of old.
It does. It sounds like an '80s
It
band.
sounds like an 80s group, like
Yeah.
Iconics.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was feeling about Iconics at all. You know what I mean? I just it was kind of weird. And I think I read somewhere online where they're thinking about sticking with Solidified, which I'm
Oh, okay.
perfectly fine with. You know what I mean? I think that they should too. Because I just don't, um yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I like w what we were I don't know if I like Iconics, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. It wasn't my cup of tea.
I'm with you on that.
All right. So that being said, we have the big debut this week of Perfect Match, and we had a podcast where we broke down this cast, and we're not going to dive too much into Perfect Match right now, but we're just going to share the cast with you one more time, and maybe do a little love matchmaking for ourselves. You know what I mean? I will say this: I could only fit 20 people on this page. I think it was, and there's one missing. The one person missing is, hang on. Let me scroll all the way down. I forget who it was that I'm missing actually. I think it was a dude. It was one of the dudes. It was one of the dudes. Was it Scott? Is Scott not on there? Maybe it might be Scott.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it's Scott. Yeah, Scott's not on there.
Scott is Love
No,
Island, right?
yeah, he's lovely. He's not on there. No, I know he's not
Yeah.
because the one
Okay.
website
Yeah.
I took the picture from is off of there. But you know what I mean. The cast is I'm gonna like I said, I'll go over the cast real quick with you guys one last time here. We had Carrington from Love Island season 2 and Love Island Games season 1. We got Cody from Temptation Island season 1, Clayton from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, Daniel from Dated and Related, Freddie from Love Is Blind UK, Jalen from Too Hot to Handle, JR from The Ultimatum, Louis from every reality show on Netflix, Ollie from Love Is Blind UK, Ray from Love Island,
Hmm.
and Love Island Games. Scott from Love Island. Now for the ladies, we have Alex from Temptation Island, 80 from Love is Blind, Hannah from The Mole, Juliet from Siesta Key, Justine from Love Island and The Challenge, Lucy from Too Hot to Handle, Madison from Love is Blind, Olivia from Temptation Island, QT from The Circle and Battle Camp, Rachel from The Bachelor, Sandy from The Ultimatum. That's our cast. Um, Honestly, not it's a solid little cast. Not bad at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a good cast. I'm curious to see how all of this goes because, we do know certain people are together now and expecting. Um, I'm just curious to see who gets matched up with who.
Yeah, that me too. The dynamic here, this is a little bit better picture. We get a better picture of the guys and the girls here.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I agree with you. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean. We have some interesting folks on both sides of the fence here. You know what I mean? Obviously, we know AD and Ollie end up together. Um, I will say that their story is not intertwined perfectly on the show. That's all I really can say about that part of it. But I don't know. Like when I look at these guys, first off, when I had the other thing up, it looked like each guy had ordered from Kohl's. You know what I mean? Like their outfits look like straight from Kohl's. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'm a guy that shops at Kohl's. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. But you know what I mean? Like,
They got
hang
the
on, look
cold
at look at that.
special.
Look at that
Yeah,
though.
they got
Look
the
at those.
cold special.
First off, it was like, hey, you have to wear these particular like there's certain people that broke the mold, like Louis, Jay. Well, it looks like all the white dudes, like most of the white dudes here. We got the white color pants here. It's like that, and then these two are literally Freddie and Daniel are
They're
matching
wearing the same
literally,
thing.
almost wearing the same thing. You know what I mean? So um, I and one thing is hang on, I gotta talk about Clayton. Why does Clayton look like somebody's dad? He's like that's somebody's dad, bro. Somebody get your dad off of Perfect Match. You know what I mean? Like no offense, bro.
So
Like
done. Yes, he looks like he's gonna pick the kids up from soccer.
yeah. Or he looks like he's about to fire up and grill 60 burgers and 60 hot dogs
I'm
while,
done.
he's got a beer cracked in front of him. You know what I mean? Like he just looks like somebody's dad there. And it's kind of crazy
I
to
wonder
me.
how old is he? Maybe he's the oldest on the
Gas.
show.
See here, Clayton Bachelor age. He's 32.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to
Look,
be the oldest by because Louis 23.
Louis only 23.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's been on like what? He's been on shows since he was 10. What is going on? I feel like he's been on so many shows to just be 23.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he just 2001. He was
Wow.
born. Yeah.
Also, I don't know, have did you watch Love Island Games?
No, I did not. So
Okay. So, I'm curious to see who Ray connects with because just Ray and Justine are best friends in like real life.
yeah, to me, like, scroll down here. Yeah, Ray looks like, you know what I mean? I don't know what Ray looks like he's on his way to, but he looks from this picture, it looks like somebody that's ready to dive into the world of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Ray is you'll see. Ray definitely has a great personality. I'm excited for Justine to be on my screen again. I love her.
Justine. Oh, Justine right next. Look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be real. Like, this is not, I mean, I just did
that
this.
might be a
You know what I
situation.
mean? Look at
You
that.
never know. But you know who I think might actually have her eyes on him?
Huh.
Bring up the girls on the right, on the left, just the girls. Um, Sandy.
Oh, and Louis?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I could definitely. Yeah, she's messy. I mean,
Messy.
I'd be interested. Do we get a reunion between? Oh, JR's not on this picture either. I just realized.
Oh, he's not. Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
not,
he's not.
not the big one. But
I
yeah,
don't know if we'll have a reunion with that.
I mean, you know what I mean. I'll
I
tell you
mean,
who I ship. I
maybe.
think I ship. Let's see here. Yeah, we gotta who we shipping. All right, let's do. We'll go one. Ollie, Ollie doesn't count. We don't count
Ollie,
Ollie.
yeah.
We're shipping Louis. Are we shipping Louis and Sandy?
I mean, we can for now.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see here. Let's all right. We're gonna talk about people I like and you like.
Okay.
Freddie. Who we shipping Freddie with?
Oh, I love Freddie so much. Of the ladies.
Because to me, it's like Freddie's the kind of guy. He wants to find some love. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
how old's Rachel?
I was thinking Rachel too. Or Juliet. I love Siesta Keys. That used to be my show. I didn't watch Temptation Island. Did you watch Temptation Island?
I did. Yeah, that shows
So how's
messy.
how's Alex?
They're mess. She's messy. So her and Livia are super messy.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they
So
messy.
Alex, Livy, and Sandy might be besties.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we got the messy crew at the bottom. I like
Oh.
Madison, but Madison's man, she's a little. I don't know. I don't know for Freddie. I don't know. I like Ray. I think I like Rachel
Oh,
for
what about
Freddie.
Lucy?
Oh, Lucy's actually a good one too. She's sweet. She's sweet.
Yeah.
I love Lucy
He
actually.
he needs somebody sweet. He doesn't need
Yeah.
anybody messy.
No. Yeah. Actually, I think I ship. Wait on. How close are they? They're pretty close here. Yeah. Actually, that's a pretty good. I like that. I like Lucy and
Yeah.
Freddie. Let's ship
Me
Lucy and Freddie.
Yeah, that's I like that. I like that.
Pick some of these
Um,
guys. Who else are we
JR.
picking?
Who are we
Oh,
shipping JR with?
it's crazy to say AD's the only one that makes sense. I think
I know.
AD or
Oh, Alex.
yeah, he likes yeah Alex or Olivia
He
too.
likes a little messy. I know. I think he likes a little mess.
Yeah, I agree with that one as well. Who we shipping Hannah with? I don't. I mean, I know she has a little man, but she. I mean, if she's on the show,
Ooh, she's definitely going to be smitten by Scott.
okay.
Carrington is kind of very like a little shy, I feel like. So we'll see how he is on the show.
Yeah,
But Scott is like the Love Island Louis. Like he's been on so many Love Islands. They brought in as like a bombshell and everything else.
yeah. I don't know. I the more I look at this cast, the more I'm just like, I love QT, but what is she doing on this show? Um, I hope QT would find her perfect match. You know what I mean? I just don't know. QT and Ray might be cute.
I was thinking that they
Yeah,
might really be cute.
yeah. But it's also crazy that we're going to talk about some of these people. Some of these people might not even get more than 5 minutes of airtime. Because
I know.
remember when was it Trevor? Everybody's freaking out because Trevor was going to be on Perfect Match, and then he ended up having like 30 seconds of airtime because
Literally.
they're only in the mixer. You know what I mean? Like that's the only time you get to see these people. So But yeah, I don't. We're getting 3 weeks of batches of Perfect Match, which makes you and I happy because that means we don't have to binge watch all 62 episodes at one time. It's the
Thank
first
God.
6 episodes are dropping. I'll be interested to see what like the first 10 people in the villa are too, because that's always a fun dynamic of which one of those 10 people enter early and then just try to stay the entire time because everybody's trying to get their 5 minutes. If you're not in the first 10, you're back on the show because it's one of Netflix is one of the most popular shows. So some of these people, no offense to some of these people, don't take no offense to this, but like the Olivias, the Alexes, the even the Juliets, the QTs, the Hannahs, you know what I mean? Let's say, on the guy side of things, like the Daniels, the Jalen's, the
Jalen.
Cody's, the people that you don't really know, and even JR, you're trying to get that extra 5 minutes, that a little extra nudge, get me some more TV time so that I can propel my next next 5 weeks, you know what I mean, of trying to stir up some stuff. So um so whenever people do come in the house, they do get messy. You know what I mean? Because they want to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I mean, it's literally just like Love Island. You know what I mean? Hey, we got bombshells coming in, send people home. So, but I will say this that I know for a fact there is one very super duper messy thing that happens in this season. And guys, I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It is insane. They have a twist like never before on this show. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Also, interviews. I got interviews up with all of the building the band. Well, the top three of building the band. I have an interview with the showrunner of Destination X, who also showruns Love Island USA and UK. We have an interview with Bridget from the Ultimatum Queer Love. A fantastic interview. Like such a sweet and
Love her.
kind person, wasn't she, Ashley?
She was amazing. Like she's always allowed to come on here.
Hmm. Yeah, and it was really really good. And we got some key dates coming up for people, right? Ashley, let's see here. We got Perfect Match 8-1, Love is Blind UK. I actually did you watch Love is Blind UK?
Yeah, yeah, I watched it. That's why I love Freddie so much.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
I'm
Ollie too. Like I really did like that cast. I'm excited for this new season.
Yeah, I mean, I love the hosts too. I don't
Me
remember their
too.
name, but they were fantastic too. One of my favorite things to do, we should be getting the cast of Love Island or Love Is Blind UK very soon. So I can't wait for this is what I do every year. I do some matchmaking ahead of time and then predict how good I do with it. I had so it's crazy that so like before we joined forces here, I did it for the ultimatum and actually predicted one of the trial marriages correctly. Now don't get me wrong, I'm pretty bad at this most times, but it's just fun to do it anyway. But I can't wait for us to get the cast so that we can start playing Matchmaker. You know what I
That should
mean?
be soon. We should probably Monday, Tuesday, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. So it's normally like the let's see here. So it comes out the 13th. Oh, we definitely. I would say I bet it comes Wednesday, the 30th. They normally do it like 2 weeks prior. So I would definitely be on the lookout for the Love. I keep on saying Love Island. I got Love Island stuck in my brain right now. It's stuck in my brain. Love
It's
is
stuck in
Blind
everyone's
UK
brain.
cast. Maybe we'll add that to next week's episode where we're live talking about Perfect Match. We can talk about a little bit about Love. Love is Blind UK and the cast and matchmaking. Let's see here. Have you watched anything else? Do you have anything on your brain before we get to
Um,
your segment? We got your segment coming, but I'm going to see if we have any other. Uh,
no, I think we are all set. We have the reunion,
mhm.
Perfect Match, Love is Blind UK. Then comes September, and we have a whole
Love Island games. Who do we think from this cast is going to be on Love Island games?
from season 7.
Hmm.
Um, let me think. I feel they're probably gonna end up putting Hood on there. They're
Austin.
not gonna I feel like yeah, definitely Austin. I'm sorry, but he's gonna be back on our screen again. Um, and I think that maybe Huda and Austin. I'm
I don't.
thinking
I
it
don't.
can't be somebody that's like in a relationship, I feel
No.
like. You
I.
know what I mean?
I don't think it'll be Huda.
You don't think she'll be back?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Too
No, I
soon?
no, I don't think so. Too soon, yeah. I just think that she's going to
Blow up.
yeah, I really feel like she's gonna be on some so I had the interview with the showrunner. Like this cast is like already so you gotta remember, so NBC's tree is House of Villains, right? So House of Villains, you have The Traitors, you have Destination X now, especially if it gets renewed for season 2, because Chennai was on Destination X season 1. That's like 3 big shows that you could really see, and I feel like if you go on another show, you have a potential of, like, damaging, like, because there's no middle ground with Huda. There's you either love Huda or you despise Huda. There's no in between. So, you know what I mean? You almost don't wanna hurt your stock, you know what I'm saying? I think Huda is either, like, prime for the Traitors. I think Huda's prime for, House of Villains, you know what I mean? Now
Destination X.
Destination X would be interesting because I talked to the showrunner of he would love for her to be on Destination X. I feel like she'd be House of Villains is what I said, but for me, like also I had somebody comment, for her to be on House of Villains, she'd have to be a villain first. I'm like, well,
I
hmm.
mean, okay.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see who's on Love Island games. You know what I mean? I'm sure we'll get some ancillary pieces because they just bring people from all of the seasons, right?
For now, yeah, they just bring people from all seasons, even UK.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I don't watch too much of Love Island UK, but I was able to know some of the cast because they were on Love Island games. So that's why I know of them now. But yeah, I definitely think Austin. If anybody, Austin from
She's
this season.
the top of the list, like the cream of the
Yeah.
crop is like without a doubt is for sure going to be him. I genuinely believe without a doubt we'll have him on the show. All right. As we do each and every week, we're gonna leave us with a parting gift of Ashley Unfiltered, giving us her business of the week. Ashley, the floor is all yours.
The business of the week. Okay, so pretty much I'm super excited for the reunion that's coming up. It needs to happen like ASAP. There's too much he say she say going on for Love Island, USA season 7. And I wish that the fans would calm down a little bit. Like it's getting a little crazy. Let these people live. Like don't nitpick everything. And that's it. I'm excited to see where these next um shows how these next shows go for us.